And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on, long way to go in this one.
Carry for Chase Edmonds. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now here's another carry for Harris. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Pickett will look to pass it. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Back-to-back 9-sack seasons in Miami have firmly established Emmanuel Ogbah as the face of the Fins pass rush.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
The Steelers feel if anyone is on the verge of a breakout season, it's Alex Highsmith. He's shown plenty of flashes, which included 6 sacks last season. Now he just needs to put it all together.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And this one too low.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Pickett. Flush to his right. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That's an early score that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're already giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah, his 2nd sack of the night.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, here's Pickett. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, Nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Harris is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Again, it's Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Play action. Now it's Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? You can have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements. On
2nd and 11 now. Pickett. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route out as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On third down, here's Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right. Blue striker. Ready.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyson Alualu gets in there and drops it. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Hey, check Rager.
Here's Tua. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Give him 16 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Watch out now, 50 Fury.
They'll try and throw for it here. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Pickett now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Pickett. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. But he's got his target, Harris. Touchdown. Najee Harris on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get 1 look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation. To take a shot.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Yellow. Blaster, 6. Go! Yellow, go! Ready.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the ex-Dolphin, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Hey, computer.
On play action, here's Tua. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Let's go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
6, 7.
Tua going to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Pickett back to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. They'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Shoves him aside, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, Talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
And he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the way.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's the ex-Dolphin, Mika Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They hand this off to Harris. Down to about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 45 on second down. Pickett. Completion here to Claypool. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Pickett. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Boswell's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Nick Needham picks it off. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got a man, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Waddle, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Now Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 39, Pickett. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Tua looking deep downfield. And now here is another interception. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Pickett throwing again on second down. Steps away to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Pickett will look to throw it here. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now it's Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you used the word sparked. because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
He is going to find Hill here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, Edmonds has it knocked loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we go. Fight, 60. 10 seconds.
That's good for the Miami Dolphins.
Ready?
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Let's go.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Ultra. Ready? Go.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
It's a run to Mostert, and he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw, Pickett. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. 65 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Pickett finding Johnson there. 1st down Steelers. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. CD, this is the ideal situation. The fourth quarter, you come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Again, it's Harris on second down. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, baby.